On an ordinary autumn morning, Gabriel, an 11-and-a-half-year-old boy, left his home for school just as he did every day. He hurriedly said goodbye to his parents, picked up his backpack, and walked away. Nothing in his face suggested that this morning would be the last of his life. The school day ended and children returned to their homes, except Gabriel. The usual time for his return passed, but he did not appear. At first, his parents were not overly concerned. They were used to him being late sometimes, playing with friends. Maybe he's playing in the neighborhood. They'll be back soon. But soon lasted too long. Minutes turned into hours. Worry slowly crept into their hearts. His parents went out searching through the streets, playgrounds, and neighbors' houses. No trace of Gabriel. Only then did concern turn into terror. The child was reported missing, and the police immediately began their investigation. The first thing the police turned to was surveillance footage, school cameras, nearby streets, and the road leading home. Camera after camera, until Gabriel appeared. He was walking beside his close friend Lucas, a 12-year-old boy. At first, everything looked normal as they followed their usual route home. But at one moment, they changed direction. The police stopped there. The cameras showed the two boys heading toward Lucas's house. They entered the house together, and Gabriel was never seen again. Hours passed, and the cameras showed no sign of Gabriel leaving. But after some time, Lucas came out alone. He was carrying a school backpack, but it wasn't normal. It looked unnaturally full. Lucas left, disappeared for about an hour, then returned. Shortly after, he went out again, carrying the same full backpack. The scene repeated itself, once, twice, then a third time. 3 consecutive days. Each time, Lucas left alone, carrying the backpack, disappeared for nearly an hour, then returned calmly, with no trace of Gabriel. Lucas lived with his father only, a carpenter who spent the entire day at work, returned exhausted in the evening, slept, then woke up to go back to work. Inside the house were carpentry tools, a hammer, a saw, sharp equipment. The father knew nothing. After reviewing the evidence, police obtained a search warrant. As they approached the house, something reached them before their footsteps did. A smell, a rotting, suffocating odor, unmistakable. The discovery. The search began. They noticed small red stains on the bed, a strong smell of cleaning chemicals, clear attempts to erase evidence. Then, one officer lifted the bed. Underneath were human remains, fragments, parts of a child's body. There was no doubt Gabriel was killed here. Around the same time, police found a child's head in an abandoned area. Gabriel's family was called to identify it. The mother entered. She stepped closer. She looked. Then she collapsed. Through screams and tears, she confirmed, "This is my son. This is Gabriel." From that moment on, the question was no longer, did Gabriel die, but who did this and why? Suspicion first fell on Lucas's father, a carpenter, owned the tools, absent most of the day. But the investigation revealed he was not home. He had no knowledge of the crime, and no evidence linked him to it. He was cleared. Only one person remained. Lucas was brought in for questioning. He sat before the investigators with an unnatural calm. He didn't cry. He didn't tremble. His voice was steady, his eyes cold. Finally, he spoke. "We agreed to go to my house to play PlayStation because Gabriel didn't have one at home." He added, "While we were playing, a small argument happened." After a brief pause, he continued, I took a hammer from my father's tools and hit him on the head. He said he knelt beside Gabriel and placed his hand on his chest. His heartbeat stopped. Then came the sentence that silenced the room. After that, I took the saw and cut him into 6 pieces. He said it without emotion, adding that he did it because he watched the show Dexter and wanted to try it. A search of Lucas's phone revealed something even darker. It was filled with crime videos, body disposal methods, murder-related series. His favorite show was Dexter. He didn't watch it for entertainment. He watched it to learn. Medical and psychological evaluations showed full awareness, complete mental capacity, no insanity. A child with an adult mind. As the investigation deepened, the shocking truth emerged. This was not a spontaneous fight. The night before the crime, Lucas went to a pharmacy and bought medical gloves to avoid fingerprints, black plastic bags, and strong cleaning products. Everything was planned. An old childhood conflict between him and Gabriel, a simple disagreement with an unimaginable outcome. Lucas calmly led police to the locations where he disposed of the remaining body parts, one by one, with chilling calm and confidence. Ending. The case was closed, but the shock remained. Because the cruelest truth was this: not all criminals are adults. Some are children, quiet, calm, and knowing far more than they should. The rest is left to your imagination.